Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall, just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Blue Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. On first down, here comes this offense. To the ground with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC.
He's loose. The 30. He's at the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generated an explosive play.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they jump on top. Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Shelton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Looking left. Tremendous awareness. And the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Moore. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Quick completion on the out. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
The play action fake. Unloads it left. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fresno State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Smashes through. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running back goes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
He powers through the defender.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Dances away to buy time. That's reeled in. It's Rivers. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, doing the making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Dumps it to the back. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have...
The expressway is wide open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Trying to take it back at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll go to the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. They'll leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Number 0 in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to get the edge on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sayin getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's so much easier said than done. Oh, stay in bounds.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on third down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Duke.
Touchdown.
Ready to try the point after.
Number 0. Ball in the end zone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return.
14.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the ground, it's Rivers. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quarterback moving. He'll let it go down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fresno State. 21.
The Bulldogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Set to kick off.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Fresno State right back to the line. The give to the lone running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
At midfield, he's got room. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off,
Touchdown, Blue Devils! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Number 8 with the grab and the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. The sweet feet buy a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of.
He is smashing people. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Rivers. At the 40, there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Snowed under by the defense. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. Inside the 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Duke. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. On the run, still looking. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Greer. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Walker. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Buys a little extra time. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on first down from the 28. They want that clock to run. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Blue Devils enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one over.
And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To throw, it's Sayin. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover.
And the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Duke, 35. Fresno.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.